in the heart of a peaceful little village named Moonbury. There lived a cheerful boy named Zayan. Zayan was known for his bright smile, shiny brown eyes, and a tiny satchel he carried everywhere. Inside that satchel were his most precious belongings: 3 colorful marbles, a small wooden flute, and a half-eaten candy he saved for special moments. Although Zayan was a happy child, he had one habit that often worried others. He didn't like sharing, whether it was toys, food, or his time. Zayan felt safer keeping everything to himself. "What if I lose it?" he would say. "What if I never get it back?" His parents gently tried to teach him, but Zayan always shook his head. To him, keeping things close felt easier than letting them go. One morning while walking to school, Zayan noticed something unusual. At the edge of the forest, under an old banyan tree, a shimmer of golden light glowed softly. Curious, he stepped closer. To his surprise, he found a tiny creature no bigger than his palms sitting on a mushroom. It had wings like sparkling leaves and hair made of vines. "Hello," squeaked the creature. "I am Lummy, the forest sprout fairy." Zayan blinked. "A fairy?" Yes, Lummy stood proudly. "Guardian of kindness, keeper of nature, watcher of sharing. And you, young boy, need my help." "Help?" Zayan frowned. "Why me?" Lumi fluttered closer. "Because you have a good heart but locked inside a little box. The magic of sharing is calling you." Zayan crossed his arms. "I'm fine. I don't need any magic." Lumi smiled slyly and tapped his satchel with her tiny leaf wand. Suddenly, the satchel trembled, glowed, and jumped from his shoulder. Zayan yelped. "What did you do?" "Relax," Lumi giggled. "I cast the sharing spark spell. Now your belongings have a bit of magic. If you share them, wonderful things will happen. If you don't, well, nothing happens." Zayan gulped. He wasn't sure if he liked that idea. At school later that day, his friend Omar looked sad. His own marble had accidentally cracked, and he couldn't play with the others. Zayan watched him from a distance, clutching his satchel tightly. "If I give him my marble, what if he loses it?" he wondered. But then Lummy's voice echoed in his mind. "Sharing brings magic. Remember it." After a long moment, Zayan slowly approached Omar. "Here," he whispered, offering one of his shiny marbles. Omar's eyes sparkled with surprise. "Really? You mean it?" Zayan nodded nervously. The moment the marble touched Omar's hand, it began to glow faintly. Then poof, a tiny burst of colorful sparkles shot into the air, forming a floating ribbon of light that danced happily before fading away. The whole class gasped. "Zayan, that was amazing." Zayan's heart fluttered. It felt warm, light, nice. Later that afternoon during lunch, a girl named Mina forgot her spoon and sat quietly, unable to eat. Normally, Zayan would have kept his own spoon tightly, but the memory of the glowing ribbon nudged him. "Here, Mina," he said, handing his extra spoon a boof. A swirl of golden sparkles floated around them like friendly fireflies. Zayan felt a happy flutter in his chest. As the day went on, Zayan found more opportunities to share. He lent his notebook to Arham, who forgot his piece. He shared his last piece of candy with Sarah, who dropped hers in the mud. He even showed some kids how to blow soft tunes on his wooden flute. But each time he shared, magical sparkles appeared, blue ones for kindness, green ones for helpfulness, pink ones for joy. The entire school buzzed with excitement. Kids started helping each other more, smiling more, playing together more. And Zayan felt something extraordinary blooming inside him, like a garden of warm sunshine. After school, Zayan skipped happily toward the banyan tree. Lumi was waiting, sitting cross-legged on a leaf. "Well, well," Lumi said with a wink. "Someone's satchel must feel lighter today." Zayan giggled. "Yes, and something strange happened each time I shared. Magic sparkles came out." Lumi clapped her tiny hands. "That's the beauty of sharing magic. When you give, the world glows, and when the world glows, so do you." Zayan's smile faded a little. "But now my favorite marble is with Omar. My candy is gone too, and my spoon." Lumi floated to his shoulder. "Ah, but look deeper." She tapped his chest gently. "Is your heart heavier or lighter?" Zayan closed his eyes. He felt warmth, joy, and a flutter of happiness he had never felt before. "It's lighter," he whispered. "Better, happier." "Exactly." Lumi twirled in the air. "You didn't lose things, you gained something much more powerful." "What's that?" Zayan asked. "A heart full of kindness," Lumi said softly, "and that magic never runs out." Suddenly, his satchel glowed again. Zayan opened it and gasped. Inside were 3 new marbles, shinier and more colorful than before. His candy was replaced with a sweet fruit that never spoiled, and the wooden flute had a tiny carved star at the end. "Lumi, my things came back." "Magic returns what is shared with love," she explained, "sometimes in unexpected and even better ways." Zayan felt gratitude swelling inside him. "Thank you, Lumi. I think I understand now that," she bowed, "is the true magical power of sharing." From that day onward, Zayan became Moonberry Village's little hero of kindness. Children followed his example. Neighbors shared food. Families helped one another. And whenever someone shared something with pure love, tiny sparkles of magic danced gently in the air. And though Lumi returned to her forest home, she often peeked from behind the trees, smiling proudly at the little boy who once feared giving but now glowed brighter than any sparkle her magic could create. And so Moonberry Village lived happily, wrapped in the magical power of sharing, proving that the more you give, the more magic you receive.